With true manipulation, you need to understand that both assets do not need to sweep the same liquidity or deliver from the same PDA. Using this example, you could see that NQ has swept sell side liquidity inside of a 4-hour bullish fair value gap. But looking at ES, we don't even have a 4-hour bullish fair value gap and we haven't swept the sell side liquidity, therefore you would argue that ES does not have a reason to distribute. But using that as an excuse to fade this setup, it makes zero sense because as you can see, ES has still swept sell side liquidity inside of a 1-hour bullish fair value gap, therefore it still does have reason to distribute higher. Because all that true manipulation does is it ensures that both assets are in a spot of distribution, and what constitutes this is that both assets have swept some form of liquidity inside of a high time frame PDA, but they do not need to be the same form of liquidity or the same PDA. So looking at this example, we can see that NQ has swept major sell side liquidity inside of a 4-hour bullish fair value gap where we then get our inversion. You can see that ES has not swept our major sell side liquidity, but has swept our intermediate term low inside of a 30-minute bullish fair value gap. So although we have not swept the same form of liquidity or tapped into the same high time frame PDA, both assets are still in a spot of distribution.